Good evening, everyone. The Galaxy head coach and general manager Bruce Arena on the Galaxy's 1-0 win over Real Salt Lake. We'll go ahead and jump straight into questions. Kevin?
Bruce, by my count, that's 14 lineups in 14 games. How do you...
It's 14 what?
14 lineups in 14 games.
Right.
How difficult is that? I mean...
I would have thought you'd say it was like 20 lineups in 14 games. Yeah. It's been difficult. This has been a very difficult start of the season with the injuries, the schedule, some untimely suspensions with it as well. So it's been patchwork from like game one. Hasn't been easy. I give our guys a lot of credit.
Bruce, you guys looked really good at the start of the game, and then they seemed to get into the game and put a lot of pressure on you guys.
Yeah, they're a good team, and generally, teams that are down a goal and have some minutes to go in the game, they're going to get aggressive and push players in forward positions, and they did a pretty good job. And put us under pressure at times. However, on the night, they didn't get that many great chances. I mean, Plata had that one at the end. It was, and Omar made a terrific play and cutting off his cross, but. For the most part, we defended well. I thought the chances we got, we were a little bit sloppy on. We might have stuck another goal there, but we're not good in front of the goal. We had Jesse's header. I thought it was pretty good. Nacho could have done a little better, perhaps, with his chance. But, for the most part, it's the kind of game that you got to hang on and win. The other two games in the league tonight are 1-0, and our league right now with teams so even and so much pressure on teams. Games are looking a lot like the game we saw tonight.
Adam? This was the impression of Gonzo on the whole.
A very good game, I thought. The original plans were he was going to come out at halftime, but I thought his first half he played very well. And I decided to change Jose. We were going to play Robbie the start of the half regardless of we were even ahead, whatever. He was going to come in, and our players knew that obviously someone was coming out at halftime, and when we sized everything up, I think Jose was the best choice because Nacho was playing very well. And I wanted to keep him.
Go ahead.
Your thoughts on Baggio on the back line tonight?
Did a good job. He's played 2 games in his life as a left back, and he did a good job managing. Did a pretty good job there. We've just lacking players in the back line. There's nothing we could do about it. And Baggio, he's such a smart player. He's such a good team player that you can position him anywhere in the field and he'll get the job done.
Kevin?
Bruce, you talked about the untimely suspensions and other things that happened. You played the same team 3 weeks ago. Janino doesn't get the penalty kick. He finishes by. Today he gets it. Team comes on at the end, plays well. Buttle plays pretty well. Is it starting to, do you feel like things are turning?
Yeah, and they're gonna turn. I think they're gonna turn a little bit better as we get in the end of July and August, because once June comes around, we deal with all these national team call-ups and that whole mess. That's very awkward and difficult for us. We'll lose players. Some players in a date that's not an international fixture date. That'll be difficult for the Vancouver game. And then we got to deal with the Gold Cup. We have World Cup qualifiers with a bunch of players, that we have to decide where they're going and when. June's going to be hectic, and then July's not going to get any easier. So it's going to be a difficult couple of months, and then we get to August, we'll finally have our team together, and then the Champions League comes in and all of that. So it's going to be a pretty challenging year.
Go ahead.
Bruce, an opinion on Robbie's return?
It's great to have him back. As you can see, he's going to need some time. He's worked real hard to get to this point, and now we just got to be a little bit patient and let him get his minutes in and let him get his touch back a little bit, his confidence. But I would think in a matter of weeks, Robbie's going to be back in pretty good form.
Scott?
2 things, Bruce. One, what do you think it meant for Janino to get another penalty kick try against Ramondo? And
I think it was great. As long as he wanted that ball, I was okay. I just wanted to make sure he was good with that. The other option we had, PKs right, not when Robbie Keane's not in, is Giassi, so, but, Junie grabbed the ball and he wanted it, and, I would've bet that Nick was gonna go to his right this time, and he went back to his left, so it kinda surprised me there, so.
And,
I think Junie did well to deal with that.
and the other thing, it's successive shutouts.
It's good. You know, I think, right now where we're at, and obviously with the patchwork with the back line a little bit and the whole team, to get a couple of shutouts against teams in our conferences and stuff.
Last question, Larry.
With all the injuries and player absences that you've had this season, have you any idea that the team is this resilient? Are you surprised by the resilience?
No, I'm not surprised. It's good character on the team, and you know, Omar's beginning to understand his responsibility as a leader, and he's done a good job. Alan Gordon and Dan Garvin, in the absence of Robbie over the last 2 months, have been excellent leaders. You know, AJ's always there in the group. Pinedo has stepped up big time. I think Jaime's last couple of months have been very good. He's done well. We have a bunch of guys that have just stepped up and, you know, dealt with all the issues we've had. And it's not easy. It's not easy every game playing with someone different. And you look at our young player, Maganto tonight, I thought he did a terrific job. So everyone's doing a good job. Jose's coming back now, which is a positive. We got Edson back on the field, as you mentioned. We'll get a couple other players back for the game Sunday and the following week. So hopefully, you know, we can hang in there and keep our heads above water.
Yeah, it was nice. It's always taking a bit of time to certainly get 100%, but these women certainly do help, so it was nice again to get another win. It's most important.
Just created a couple of chances every game on, but just the finishing wasn't good.
Yeah, just probably should have maybe a little bit back in the head shoulder. We had anything else after that?
Just the Maganto cross that Munich came out on.
Yeah, Dan, I had one.
Yeah.
I was the worst.
Yeah, that's right.
No, but we did well. We stopped playing in the second half. There's that first 25 minutes in the second half. We stopped playing the first half. The first 25 minutes we played well, and then when we got the goal, we kind of let them do the game small in the second half. As you would expect, brought in a few attacking players, minor players, but really without kind of causing us too much problems. This is very fighting. The kid has got something about him. He's skillful. You know, when players are skillful, they can go either side, left or right. It's very difficult for the defenders. I'm sure where you're going to go. So I thought he was very good in this. He's only going to improve. So he's got more games that he plays and more experience of it. He understands how we play and what he has to do to stay in this team.
Like see Junie step up there and take that ball from the PK.
Yeah, of course. Show a lot of goals. We missed the last week against the same guys.
Yeah.
So much hard. So good.
Robbie, do you feel like this game is getting some momentum?
Yeah, I think I said it there. The week ago. So you're going to see this team. The players come in, two players who's not fully fit either, so we're certainly going in the right direction.
Successive shutout. That's nice to see.
This is part again. Don't concede and we win the game with 10 goals.
How resilient is this team when this follows out the How resilient is this team?
Well, they showed it tonight and they showed it the last game as well. Players who hasn't been playing, players who stepped up. Look at Bajot, I thought Bajot was fantastic. Playing left back. It's twice he's played there in his career and he was brilliant tonight. He got past him. It's very, very good. Distribution is very good in the box. Defensively sound. So I thought everybody dug into him. Van Garden did very well. He was sick. He was struggling. Put 90 minutes in, good shift in, so. I'm sure they feel it tonight.
Speaking of shifts, you put in 20 minutes last weekend, and 45 tonight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel like, as I said, I'm gonna get stronger and stronger, more games to play, more training to do. I literally start training on Tuesday, of course, last Tuesday. It's only just 8 days. So, got nearly 90 minutes in a week after being out for 7 weeks. So, I'm gonna get stronger and stronger. Just continue progressing. And keep working hard on off the field, on the playing field, and getting into.
Where did the lobby hit you?
I think you maybe hitting it.
Was it just a part of the game thing, or do you think he was going after?
Robbie, the team struggled on the road. What can your return and your leadership do to kind of get them over the hump in New England?
Yeah, we've been struggling for a while, but as I said before, I think this team is going in the right direction now. Now we have experienced players down the team, so whether on plan or not, we still have enough in that group, to push us over the finishing line and go to teams like New England and get results. So, of course, we know that our away form hasn't been, as good. But as I said, I think this team is in the next few weeks, it's a more stronger team, and the other players come in as well, which is going to happen.
Do you want minutes in New England? Do you feel like you're like?
We'll have to sit down and see where we stand. Thanks, Roger.
What was it for you to take that penalty after missing the last I feel so good afterwards. I knew you have to score this time against Raymond again, and this time I hit hard and low, and I could help my teammates get a win tonight.
You went after the ball immediately. You really wanted that.
I'm the taker. The guys know how important to me get a goal again, especially against Ross Salt Lake. It was very special for me. Come back and.
Did you think he would got good as left again?
I'll be honest. In my mind, I say I'm gonna cross this time. Last time I hit a ball low in the right side and catch it, and this time I cross it. He could not save it.
What was your impression of McGonagall?
He did well. I think the start part of the game is like couple balls, but that's normal, especially this kind of games when play against Salt Lake, big level. That's a did a good job. I need to keep it up.
I think you're building a partnership with Nathan now that's starting to get better.
We're still building game by game. We don't repeat lineup for a long time, and I hope we can continue here as a team and continue winning as a team.
You guys were all over them to start the game, and they seemed to kind of figure out what they were doing. And from that point on, they kind of had their skills for a while. How did things change?
We play at home, have to be aggressive, go at them and try to get a goal at the beginning of the game. We were happy because, gonna beat it from the beginning. Play at home, you don't have to concede anything. You have to score a goal and try to open up the game.
You guys had a lot of possession, and how do you feel about your possession time? You held the ball for a long time.
That's our style of game. When you keep the ball and can keep and pass side to side, is a lot of possession is good. Very helpful when you have a Alan Gordon in time. Because they do well. They help us a lot to put the ball and try to pass side to side. This helps us in the back.
So you guys let off a little bit because after about 50 minutes or so, they had more of the ball the rest of the first half.
That's normal. When they concede the goal and they have to come up after us, they have to come against us. And it's normal when you another team close to the
It seems like you guys, your passing also was kind of faltering at that point too.
Second?
It seemed like your passing wasn't as good during that last part of the first half.
No, we did our best job. Sometimes it's not perfect, but we have to deal with that and then move on and keep it up and look for the next one. Another way to get better.
Two straight shutouts. How are you guys feeling about the way you're defending?
We're feeling good. Obviously, there's always different changes back there, but we seem to be dealing with it great. We have a good understanding of everyone who's back there. Feel like we help each other out. A lot of communication and a few new chances Jaime is getting. He's doing very well with, and I don't know. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I love getting shutouts, so that's a good thing.
You guys had to withstand a lot of pressure from them too, especially the latter half of the first half.
Yeah, I thought we dropped off at the end of both halves.
Yeah.
At the end of the first half, we allowed them to have a bit of the ball, and then when Javier Morales and Plata came in the game, we dropped off a little bit and weren't able to get up as tight on them as we would like. But they had the ball, we stayed compact in the back, we dropped at the right times and didn't give them up, so it was good.
Bruce talked a bit tonight about you're having to take a leadership role in the back line. Some different guys on either side of you. Talk a little bit about how much communication you have to do with these guys.
Yeah, like I said before, you know, I'm the so-called leader back there, but everyone's doing their part in making sure, keeping guys aware of what's on their blind side, keeping them aware of, you know, guys making runs in behind and, you know, the right time to drop. So I think we've just been working good as a unit, and just got to keep it going. You know, we are playing well, but there's a lot more soccer to play, and so we just have to make sure, put our heads down, keep on working hard, keep on putting the effort there, and everything else should take care of itself.
This is the second game as a left back. His first game was 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago.
Yeah, and you know, just speaks volumes about what kind of player he is. You know, wherever a spot is open and the coach needs somewhere to be, you know, Baggio is proving himself that he can be that guy that can step in and play wherever the coach needs him to.
Still a pretty congested schedule for you. Having the ball across the country again. The East Coast play New England, US Open on Wednesday, going back. How are you guys handling it?
Well, we knew going into the month of May that it was going to be a very tough month. You know, 7 games in 1 month isn't easy, especially going to the East Coast twice. I think the medical staff, the coaching staff, everyone has done a great job at making sure that they provide everything for us to recover properly, and everyone here is a great professional, and they're making sure to take care of their bodies, and you know, that's why it's great playing for the guys as well. They make sure that they provide all those things so that we can be at our best every single day. So we knew that it was going to be a busy schedule. We're still going, and we want to finish off the night strong.
How nice was it to see Jimmy go after that ball as soon as he paid it?
Yeah, it was great. You know, Ramondo blocked his PK at the beginning of this month.
Beginning of this month, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so you know, for him to you know, have the guts to step up again and you know, bury it this time was great, and I love seeing that, and I'm happy Junior scored tonight and got the game-winning goal.
Do you think you'll be keeping the same formation in future games?
Well, we'll likely have our starters back once they start getting healthy, and so then we can, you know, move people to their stronger positions. You know, even though Baggio has done an amazing job, you know, moving to different positions, you know, his natural positions in the midfield, and he can create more going forward. But you know, with lacking so many bodies, you have to make changes, and I think we're dealing great with it. Everyone here has a great just mentality about the way everything's going, and you know, just staying positive, willing to work for each other, and I think that's why we keep on rolling.
settling in more and more each game?
Yeah, still it's been important for me to more minutes every game, and I think every game improving a little bit, and still things to improve, but every game feeling better and better.
How did you see the play where the PK was called?
Was PK, clear PK. Hit his hand and was PK.
It looked like you were trying to lift it over him?
Yeah, I lifted over, and when it bounced, the guy slid and touched his hand.
What do you feel like you still need to do? You say you get some other things better. What do you feel like you still need to do to be sharper?
Maybe get the ball, no? Maybe in the second half, didn't get the ball too much. But I mean, every game is different, and every game can be better.
Had a few chances. You want to get those a little bit more on frame, I imagine.
Yeah, that was close, but yeah, a little bit closer next time.
Yeah, well, you've had one great goal this year. Too bad it didn't go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, hopefully it counts in this one.
You're starting to notice though that things are coming easy. They're becoming a little bit more sharper. You know, you're not. A lot of young players, you know, kind of struggle sometimes dealing with the transition, but you seem to kind of come into it.
Yeah, as I say, like every game is getting better and better, getting more confidence. So yeah, the things starting to going well, and I'm feeling like I'm getting close to being myself.
You know, watching you out there, one thing that really strikes me is you look like you belong. You feel that way? Like, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be.
I think we're a pretty close team. They, as I said, every time everyone has support me from day one. So yeah, all my teammates make it easier for me.
Thank you, Natal.